Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hate It or Love It. I am your host for today, Jeremiah the Revelist, and today is a new day, a new review. Don't forget to subscribe to your boy for movie reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Barbie. So the Barbie is a movie based off the actual Barbie doll. You got Margot Robbie playing Barbie, you got Ryan Gosling playing Ken, and the movie's about Barbie. She's a Barbie girl living her Barbie world. She's made of plastic, and everything is fantastic. That's right. Everything's fantastic for her. She's living a perfect life. You know, everything is so good, and all of a sudden she goes through a crisis. She starts thinking of death, and she starts thinking of, and things started happening to her, like cellulite started popping up. Like she's like not feeling perfect. She's not feeling like happy. All these things start to go down in her Barbie world. And then she ends up going to Weird Barbie for help. Weird Barbie says she has to find her owner, the person that plays with her, and find out what's going on with her, and that will fix the Barbie world. So she ends up going to the Barbie world with Ken, and then she ends up on an adventure where she sees that the real world is not what it seems like. It's not like her Barbie world. Yes, it's not like that at all. So, what do I think about this film? Right, okay, I'm going to be honest with you, because that's what I do. I do honest reviews. I'm very honest with my reviews. I told my friends that when I watch this movie, that I will be very honest with them and with you. This movie is okay. It's not the best movie. I did enjoy it. But at the same time, it's not my favorite film. It wasn't really for me. Let's go on to what I liked about the film. Let's do that first. So what did I like about the film? Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie was amazing in this movie. She did a great job playing Barbie. She had, she did that great. She was funny. There were times where you started to dislike Barbie. There were times that you got back into loving Barbie. She did a great job. And I think Margot Robbie, she's just an amazing actress. She's so great at everything. I love her as Harley Quinn. And this is how I feel about when it comes to this movie. I feel like you got Margot Robbie. And this is how I felt with Birds of Prey. She plays great in the role. They know how to write Margot Robbie in. They know how to do write her in well as the main character. But for some reason, when it comes to everything else around it, is blah. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you want to see her in it. You want to see more of her in it, but everything else is blah. But with the Barbie movie, it's not so much, because the other character I gotta say that was really great in this movie was Ryan Gosling as Ken. I loved him in this film. He was so funny. Like, the dude, he has this charisma that just cracked me up. I liked what you saw, the things that he's going through, and you start to relate to him. You start to understand the things that he's going through and all that stuff. Same with Barbie. When they're together, they make the movie fun. And also, another character I gotta say that I really did like in this movie that I wish there was more of this character, and that was Weird Barbie. Weird Barbie was hilarious. I loved her in this movie. I wish we had more of her in this movie. It was fun. I think the movie would have been a lot more better if we had more Weird Barbie, because Weird Barbie was just great. I like the adventure they were going on. The adventure was a hit and miss for me, so it was up and down. I mean, I have a couple of favorite scenes, the one scene where the narrator's talking about Barbie, and they make a Margot Robbie reference, which was so hilariously funny. I literally died laughing. I thought that was funny. I thought that shit was really funny. And then the scenes with all the Kens on the beach fighting each other, I thought that was funny. And the music, the music that went with the world, I thought that was funny as well. But let's go into the things that threw me out of the film, that really completely threw me out of the film. Number one, the whole Mattel. The company Mattel, the corporation, I felt like they did not fit in the real world. I felt like they were stupid. and they were retarded. They were just not funny whatsoever. Like, and I am not a big Will Ferrell fan, so the stuff that Will Ferrell did in this movie did not make me laugh whatsoever. Because I'm not a Will Ferrell fan. I'm sorry, I'm not. The only Will Ferrell movies I like of him is Get Hard, Night of the Roxbury's, and also Step Brothers. Those are the only Will Ferrell movies I like. Other than that, I'm not a big, huge Will Ferrell fan. So that really threw me out of the movie a lot. Another thing that really threw me out of the movie a little bit was the mother and the daughter aspect. Because, you know, Barbie has to go find the mother because the mother that's her owner. So the mother, when you get her story and the stuff that's going on in her life, it's not explored enough. To me, it wasn't explored enough. The movie makes you think something, and then at the end of the film, close to the end of the film, it reviews something else. And then it starts like, okay, that don't make any sense. That don't make any sense. Why she's acting like that? That don't make no type of sense to me. And then the whole mother and daughter, like the friction, I find it that it wasn't explained. There was no explanation on why they had that friction. Because coming from a family where I'm the only son in the family. I had two older sisters, a niece that's like close in age with me, and we were raised by brothers and sisters. They grew up playing Barbie and everything like that. So and I had a lot of female friends. So I witnessed a lot of things that they went through, or you know, all the stuff that they went through in their life. It was so understandable that when I went into this movie, I thought I was gonna say, it had something related to, you know, my family. And then when I look at it, I'm like, there was the relatedness wasn't quite there. I find it that like other movies did it better, like Joyride. Joyride, they had those points of, you know, what women go through and also in race. And they did a good job with that. And they explored it really well. And I really enjoyed, that's why I love that movie so much, because they explored that very well. And it was also really funny. Like I said, I find other movies, they explore those subject matters, and they did it a lot better. This one didn't do it so well for me personally. But, and then the other thing with the daughter, there's a scene where the daughter bashes Barbie, blaming Barbie for the unperfectionist, you know, she's so perfect that, you know, that's why women hate each other and all that stuff. She's blaming Barbie for a lot of things. And I'm like, well, you can argue with that it's not really Barbie's fault. We live in a world of LOLs. We live in a world of other things that you can blame on the way society is. To me, Barbie was very elegant. Because, you know, you have Barbie, she became a doctor, she became a lawyer, she did everything. So that was like the pinnacle point of women like wanting to be Barbie, because they wanted those careers. They wanted those things. The other dolls and other things that are in society, that's the complete opposite. That's why I was like this. You really cannot blame Barbie for all that. There's other things in there and other toys that like you could argue that, oh yeah, you could blame the way the society is. You know, but not Barbie. See, that's where it kind of threw me off. Like, nah, Barbie is actually the real reason why females want to be a doctor, why females wanted to do this, because of Barbie. You know what I'm saying? When, you know, my daughter plays Barbie, and she loves, and she watches the Barbie animated cartoons, and Barbie is very positive. Barbie, she works hard, she does, you know, great things, and it inspires her. That's inspiration to her. And I find it that they didn't make it like that. You know what I'm saying? And also, they didn't make it for kids either. Is more for adults that grew up with Barbie, which is understandable. I don't find that as a negative. You know what I'm saying? So this movie's not for kids. It's more for adults. And I wouldn't take my daughter to see this film because she would not understand a lot of things that are in this film. So this is not a family film. This is more for adults. But those type of things like kind of took me out of the movie. There were points that were being made that I felt like they weren't explored because there's always two sides of different things, and the way we learn these things is like in movies, it shows that in other movies, and I feel like in other movies they do it better. Like I said, that's my opinion. But other than that, like the movie was half-assed. You know, it's hard for me to rate this movie the way I rate it. Is it a love? Is it a hate? Or is it something in between? I'm sorry. I got to give it
Wait for it.
Wait for it till it comes out on, on the streaming services and everything like that. But at the same time, if you are a person that wants to go see this movie, that is a die-hard Barbie fan, I advise you, check out the movie. I think you will like it. I think you will like it. If you're a die-hard Barbie fan, I really believe you will like this film. I really do. If you're not such a Barbie fan and you wasn't really interested in watching this movie, I would say skip it. Yeah, I would say skip it. But if you liked it, I advise you to check it out. I think you will like it. Me, it didn't hit the boxes for me. And I feel bad for that because it's like, when I go into a movie, I really want to enjoy every single movie. But a lot of times, that doesn't happen. So, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you thought about the Barbie movie. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or was something in between? Let me know. And if you want to know, and for my newcomers, my new subscribers, if you want to know how I rate my movies, click on the description below. It tells you how I rate my films and everything. And also, you can catch me on Facebook, Twitter, and also YouTube at the same name, Hate It or Love It Movie Reviews. I'm also on KerPOWie, a pop culture movie blog, where we talk about video games, comic books, artwork, movie reviews. Click on the link of the description below and subscribe to that. We're going to have a lot of fun in that blog, trust me. And also, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.